Oh, we're leaving campsite number 3 to start day 4. Fire's buried as per accordance with what's got to be done out in the bush. So dry out here, so easy to start a big fire. I think that might be a mine shaft, that's what that is. All the quartz around. Someone dug down looking for a bit of gold. I guess they didn't find any, otherwise there'd be a big mine here. Bumpity bumpity. And day 2 on the Great Central Highway. Let the corrugations begin. Actually, I shouldn't say that because the road's been pretty good. Lock it down. Well, day 4. I should get to the Northern Territory border today. That's the plan. I don't think I'm going to get as far as Uluru. You never know. I've been told that the road the other side of Dockers Creek is pretty hairy. All will be revealed when we get there, I guess. It's another beautiful day. Still windy. I think the wind's changed direction. It's coming from the other side of the road this time. Hopefully not as strong as what it was yesterday. Yeah, it has wheeled around. It's coming more from the south. So it's probably going to be a cooler day today. Well, we had to get off the road here. The corrugations were so bad. I was trying to skip over them at 100 k's, so it was just shaking me to bits. Look at them. They're horrendous. Swallow a car in those corrugations. Slippery, slippery. Oh jeez. Now into some loose sand. Give it a bit of beans, try to get out of here. Holy. Man, 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. Loose sand or horrendous congregations. Oh, I didn't want to go down there. That's not where I want to be, really. In here. Carrying too much weight for this kind of sand. Gotta get up on the pegs. Look out, look out, look out. No. No. Oh, Jesus. That was close. Nearly lost her. Oh, she's soft. Struggling, struggling. Man, I just can't get out. It's just too soft. Oh, man. Yeah, look at the corrugations we're trying to deal with. That's why I got up the road. Holy dooly. The savage. Absolutely savage. Try to find a smooth bit somewhere. That's as close as I've come to losing it so far. I don't fancy having to pick it up. I'll probably have to unload all the panniers to pick her up. It's too heavy. Man, imagine towing a caravan through this. Look at that. Savage. Nasty. No way out. It's just looking a bit better on the other side there. Through that loose knot in the middle. Get over there. That doesn't look too bad. That's better. But, ooh, I could have spoke too soon. Slipping and sliding. And we're out. Out the other side. Savage. Have a look at that. Is that even, can you even call that a road? That is so bad. Problem is I get on this little side bit here and soft sand. It's a bit smoother. It's a bit smoother than that. Have a look at the corrugations. Absolute bloody nightmare. I think we're just going to go putter along here for a while. Give the bike suspension a rest. It's improving a bit here on my section. Look at that. Almost undrivable, I would imagine, if you were towing a caravan or just a two-wheel drive car. Man, oh man. It's funny that I saw the graders before heading the other way. Maybe they were too scared to even go on this part. Anyway, need to concentrate now. Too much talking and looking. Needs no explanation. Imagine trying to ride or drive on that. Goodbye suspension system. Well, we're out of the worst of it for a little while. There's a couple of smooth bits on the road. We're back up to 100 k's again. You can handle a little bit, you can ride over a little bit, but after a while, it's just too much. You got to have some mechanical sympathy for your motorcycle out here. Not to mention the extra fuel you're burning just trying to keep 100 k's. Well, we're back off the road again. We had a short run of smooth stuff. And now we're back to torture again. Man, oh man. But have a look over there. There's a mountain range of some description. Hundreds and hundreds of kilometres of plains. Then you see a mountain range. Looks pretty good. Hope we go close. Oh, anyway, we're going to keep fighting this loose sand here. Get a bit more speed up, get some more stability. That's better. Back up on the foot pegs again. Floor it through the loose stuff. What is that skinny little track there? Someone's broken something, has been scraping. More than likely. Someone's mag wheel. Well, whatever's scraping here, I don't know if we're going to see it shortly. It's a pretty fresh scrape. Oh, there's a bit of very loose gravel there. This keeps me on the ball. Couple of cars there. Aboriginal community. Oh look, a bit of bitumen. Wonders never cease. Oh, where's the roadhouse, I wonder? Oops, wobbly wobbly. I must have gone the wrong way. That's obviously the weather station there. Well, we're back on the road again. We're fueled up and we're officially on Northern Territory time, so I put the clock forward 1.5 hours. So there goes a good hour and a half driving time. We're not at the NT border yet. I think we've got a few k's to go before we get there. up ahead. That's probably the guy I was just chatting to. We'll probably catch up to him. Depends what the road conditions are like, I guess. We'll just keep cruising along. The next stop will be Docker River. And then after that, Uluru. Living the dream, living the dream, living the motorcycling dream, loving Central Australia, rough, 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 rough roads. It's not too bad actually here. Way better than that section of corrugations. Look at the paddy melons. They must have had a little bit of rain. Those paddy melons always spring up after a bit of rain. I live in the motorcycling dream. Unusual bit of bush here. The desert oaks, look at them all. Fantastic weeping posture to them. Up on the pegs, it's getting a bit rough again. Still very arid out here, but ground's obviously good enough to support these low trees. There's a big one. Wow, that's the biggest tree I've seen for a few days. Big desert oaks. There's another mountain range up ahead. This one looks even larger than the last one, or it's probably part of the same fault, I guess. All part of the same ranges. The road's a bit average, not as bad as it has been. Here comes the car. See the dust blowing onto my side today because the wind direction's changed. Oh, he's slowing down. What a gentleman and a scholar he is. Give him a wave. His mate, travelling in pairs. See how slow they have to go towing a caravan. Rocky there. There's a couple of big gum trees around now, which would certainly suggest there's some groundwater, and there would have to be runoff from those mountains. On the very rare occasion when it rains, look at those cliffs there. All around now. We're basically riding into the centre of this range. Oh, what do we got here? Could this be the border? I think it might be. Welcome to the Northern Territory. There's the official sign. Welcome to the Northern Territory. Photo op. Through the sand for the photo op. $260 k's to Uluru, 6 k's to Docker Creek. No, I'm not stopping there, I've got plenty of fuel. I must say, it's absolutely spectacular so far. Have a look at the colour in the hills over there. I presume that's spinifex. It kind of gives it a coppery colour. Oxidised coppery colour against the blue of the sky. Oh, it's a bit of a sandy patch. This section of road is essentially just sand. Not too bad yet. When I say not too bad, not too deep. Could have spoken too soon. We'll just keep ploughing on through it. Well, here comes some more bitumen. Could this be the end of the gravel? Or is it another false alarm? We'll soon find out. Floodway. I think there's probably still some more gravel to go. Dip. Lucky it hasn't rained. twice in one day. Dunk, back onto the dirt. And the gravel road continues. I think my aching suspension is looking for the end of the gravel. It's been 1200 k's of 99% gravel road. And probably some of it you couldn't even describe as gravel road. Some of it was stones. Some of it was just sand. Some of it was loose gravel, but at the moment it's not too bad. And we are heading for tonight's campsite, which will be the Uluru Caravan Park. Hopefully I can get in there. I'm only after an unpowered site, surely I can. Have a shower and a clean up, a bit of tucker. I'm looking forward to it. It's been a hard couple of days down the Great Central Road, a couple of close calls. Cruising down the highway, cruising down the highway. Ah, it's a pleasure. We're back on a half decent bit of gravel road. And I'm just taking it leisurely. Cruise control's on. Just kicking back, enjoying the ride. Not having to fight the bike too much. Now here's a piece of advice. If you're going to do something like I'm doing now, don't buy a GoPro. And certainly not the Hero 6. Whilst the video footage is excellent, it's just not designed for long-term filming. I mean, I don't expect a battery when you're recording to last for hours and hours and hours, especially not, oh, I'm just going to cover the lens, especially not at 1080 or 4K. You wouldn't expect the battery to last long. There's a lot of processing involved in that. But when it's on standby and the screen's off, so in other words, the CPU should just be sitting there ticking over, listening for a command, and when it gets that command it boots up and does its thing. But in standby mode it lasts for 2 hours. That's it. 2.5 if you're lucky. That's with a bit of recording. I'm talking about 1 or 2 minutes here or there, and then back to standby mode. That's atrocious. So I don't know whether that's a software issue or what the problem is. But the fact that they're up to version 6 of the Hero, GoPro Hero, they should have that sort of stuff sorted by now. It's probably my own fault for not doing enough you know, like enough checking and background info. I sort of bought on the name and on the reviews I'd read about how good the footage is, instead of really whether it was suitable for, you know, long distance travel, which in my opinion it isn't. Anyway, the road's deteriorating again, so I'm going to have to go back to paying attention to it. Hooroo! Still cruising. I was thinking to myself, I don't know what made me start thinking about it. I was looking at the rev counter. We're doing about what? 3,200 RPMs. 3,200 revs per minute. those pistons, that's say 55 times a second. So that piston gets thrown up the bore, comes to a dead stop, gets re-accelerated again, then back down the other end of the bore, comes to a dead stop by 2 because it's a twin, 55 times a second. And it just does it day in, day out. And of course all the other things as well. The valves opening and closing at half that speed. So what? 28 times a second. Exhaust valve and inlet valve are banging open and shut. Spark plug firing at exactly the right time. Fuel injectors firing at exactly the right time. Hours on end. All those pistons get dragged up and down the bore. Okay, for one of those strokes they get pushed down the bore by the exploding fuel. And the other times the crankshaft does all the work. It's absolutely incredible engineering when you think about it, isn't it? All the friction mitigation, roller bearings, constantly working at those speeds. Unbelievable. So this piece of footage I'm doing now, I'm just going to leave the camera running for a while, quite a while, and when I play it back, I'm going to play it back at fast speed so you get some idea of the length of the trip. I don't know what we've got here. A couple of signages. I'm sensing the end of the gravel for real this time. Outback Way. There it is. It's like a crystal clear spring to the desert traveller. The bitumen proper. Woo! $1,500 Ks. 3 days of gravel roads, and sometimes less than gravel, dirt, sand, corrugations, halfway across Australia, and we're back on the blacktop. This calls for only one thing. Well, after that shameless display of weakness, we're off on the blacktop. Oh, and straight up to the car, right up my clacker. Well, there we go. Set the cruise control again and live the dream, mate. I must say, I got some aching shoulder muscles from hanging onto her through some of that loose stuff. It's a bit of a handful, fully loaded. But there's more to come. We've got to get to Darwin and across the top end of the Gibb River Road, and also down the east side of Lake Argyle. That's going to be interesting, bro. It's all to come, folks. Stay tuned. Have a look at those things. Are they even real? The Olgas. What a sight. Look at the light on them. Holy dooly. Have a look at the size of those things. Solid rock. That is unbelievable. I guess we go left to have a look at the Olgas. Uluru that way. The Olgas this way. Only because I can't pronounce the Aboriginal name for it. Man, oh man. I hope the camera's getting some good footage here. I'm just going to leave it running. I'll edit it later. Look at the light and shadow. Holy dooly. Look at the Petermann Road. Oh, it's like paradise. Paradise refound. Man. That's what it's all about, eh? Wow, look at the tourists. As much as I'd like to stay and go for a look around, I probably can't muck around too much in getting to Uluru, booking into the caravan park. It'll give you guys a view of what's here. Oh, look how many people are up there. Can you even see that? It's a tourist mecca, of course. You wouldn't expect anything less. Wow. Well, that was pretty incredible. I'm sorry I don't have the time to look around a lot. But that was just the entree. The piece de resistance is approaching Uluru. I caught a glimpse off in the distance. I can see the red monolith just atop over the trees. Oh wow, this just goes for ages. People will be getting set up for the setting sun shots, no doubt. Quite a few people here. Yeah, the rear view mirror would have been right in the shot then. Must be a lot of iron oxides in that rock. Have a look at the pools down the side there in the middle where the water runs down, where it's formed ever deeper depressions with each end of each little waterfall. That's incredible. Millions and millions of years of erosion, and it's still standing. Skyship Uluru, what the hell? Wow, we're at the Uluru Caravan Park. Let's hope we can get a room. Well, not a room. Just a campsite for the night would be good. I'll soon find out. Cabins, camping, that way. Yeah, I can see some spots there. Do a Yui.